YouTube, what's going on today? Back with some more packs. I'm sure you're getting tired of it. I'm hoping maybe to get a gameplay today and maybe do 3 uploads this week instead of just 2. This video is kind of just to get one out on Monday. It's a little later. I didn't get a chance this weekend to get it done first. Not too many standards, quite a few Ballins. I've started really getting towards the end of a lot of the team affinities. So there's some Ballins sprinkled at the end of the team affinities. I think between the two TA cards, like once you hit the first one, then there's 2 or 3, something like that. Got this from somewhere. I think I had 1 wheel spin that actually worked. I've had 3 that haven't. I've had to submit support tickets. I don't remember where this came from. I believe this came from hitting 5 home runs with Finding Nemo, Brandon Nimmo, whose swing is disgusting. I'll show the team after I open the packs, especially since there's not many of them. I'm so all over the place with who I'm going to have on my God squad. I just don't know. There are a few guys that are locks, and it's making it hard to fit amazing swings that I've been enjoying all over the place. I am a degenerate. The last 2 nights on stream, all I did was grind the event. So we got the premier pack for our 1 in 5 shot at a 90 plus, which isn't going to be Jorge Polanco even if we hit it. This card interests me. I didn't buy him because honestly Freddie Peralta was half the price, and so I bought him to finish the collection and then got my Freddie Peralta while grinding for this pack. So I'm going to be able to sell him when his price goes up. And then I hope you got your Twitch drops this weekend. They fixed these odds back to 1 in 50, so it's the same as a standard again finally. So let's just get into ripping some packs and see if we get lucky. The standards are just kind of a mixed bag of, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that everywhere. I've kind of started hitting the end of the line where there's a bunch of free packs still to unlock, and so basically if I get a bunch of them stacked up, it's just going to be from doing the mini seasons route. And part of what concerns me, I hope that's a stadium and not a sound. I think it would look like a stadium. That might actually be worth something. It may not, though. I think you get that for free in Team Affinity. I think I've mentioned it before. When I'm at work, I try to take some time between calls, if I get time between calls, and grind on the Nintendo Switch. And it's brutal on there, man. You can't see. The graphics are so bad. Hey, Farm Dog's got a Braves picture finally. Nice. And so I would love to rinse and repeat the WBC mini season and, you know, the 7 games that you have to play to win that. If I screw around and lose one of the playoff games, like the elimination bracket games, it's just time wasted. I mean, I guess I should just do it because my only other option is what I said I did last time I was at work, which was play versus the CPU to grind Team Affinity missions, which is honestly probably where a lot of even just these standards came from. You know, the 1 here, 2 here, 5 bundle here. It's the conundrum that I have found myself in, because you want to talk about a mad motherfucker. I get some BS 1-0 loss, 2-1 loss to the Dominican Republic team that's all diamonds in an elimination game on the Switch, and I just have to start a WBC run over. What is going on with these packs today? People with new pictures apparently are just absolutely fucked up. Another. Okay. I don't think those are worth anything, man, because you can literally get those for free in Team Affinity. But we will see. Just a short little pack opening here, just to get something out today, because I was thinking maybe I would put some highlights together from the event games that I played. It was not great. I got a 9-2 run, and in my 10-win, my last game of the run, it was tied 1-1 going into the 3rd inning. I was the home team. I gave up a very early home run to Pete Alonso. I gave up an early home run to Brandon Lau. We're going to come do the Twitch drops now since they're the same odds. I gave up a perfect home run somehow on a down and away slider to Alejandro Kirk that he pulled to left center field. Perfect. On a perfectly thrown breaking ball down and away, designed to get you to try to pull it. I ended up losing that game like 9-5 or something like that. He ended up getting 8 runs in that inning. I came in and I scored 4, but I was so pissed off. I deleted every game out of that run. And then, honestly, anytime I lost, I think I had 2 more runs that I did. One got to like 5-2, and then the other one, like when I got the pack, I just stopped. So I think I got to like 4-0, 5-0. Man, these packs are not great. I don't think I've even got a gold player so far. I don't think I had him, though. If you know. Walk-off grand slam. Man, rough. I may be able to check the uniforms and see if get another standard or 2 there. I may do that really quick. Man, just rough. Like I said, I don't even think I got a gold player so far. That is tough. We'll go to the collection, see if there are any uniforms that gets me more packs. Nope, 10 short. Minor League Baseball. Hey, a 10 bundle. So there we go. We got 10 more packs to open because of that. We'll open the silver first. A diamond would be sick. I have seen it happen to people. I've heard the legend, and it has never happened to me. We're going to start just doing the auto flip because scrolling to the right has not helped. I hope everybody's still enjoying the game, man. I hope your pack luck's been good. Mine has just got better. You be pricey? You're not. 4828. It is better than nothing. I'm not going to act like I'm cool with that. I'm a year and a half into saying that, and I'm sick of it. I went all year last year and didn't pull a 90-plus live series. I only pulled one 90-plus, I think, the year before in 24. I think I pulled Judge, if I remember correctly. I know I still haven't pulled Shohei. Pete Alonso sold. Nice. We finally got a gold out of one of the packs. Let's see if maybe opening this Ballin' is a gold. The Ballin' is a golds after this pack kind of juices the odds up a little at the beginning because this is a guaranteed gold. Please give me an 84 round. I already had him. He's at least going for a little bit of stubs. I can sell him and get somebody I need. 4189. The 84s in that collection are still going for like 5,000 to 8,000 stubs. Holy shit, yes. Braves legend. Good luck pulling Drake Baldwin. Please give us something good. I need the Dodgers. I am slowly working to getting the stubs to buying Shohei. So if I'm going to get a bullshit one, at least he's a part of the Dodgers that I need. I still need Mookie. Mookie would be sick. I do think he may be a diamond soon, so I'll hang on to Suzuki. Double gold. I'm not scrolling to the right anymore. I feel like that's when I get all the double golds. The other day in that video, I got almost all double golds, and I was scrolling to the right on them. Double gold. If they think that that's the fix that's going to get people to not think these packs are garbage, giving more double golds than usual, they're sorely mistaken. Please, a 90 plus. I'm begging. I'm begging, Ramon. Please, I'm not even looking. Josh Hader is fairly expensive, or I could save him for my bullpen. I've been wanting to upgrade my lefties in the bullpen, and he is still glitched. He is almost impossible to hit the ball hard. 18K. I'm not going to sell him at this exact moment, but that is decent 85, 86 diamond pull for sure. And we're still got half these packs to go, man. We could still get something else good. Or we could be pissing in the wind. I don't know at this point. 2 diamonds out of these. This is not too terrible. They aren't any good diamonds. Another Drake Baldwin. Nice. James Wood. I'm a little torn this year on what to do for like roster update time, since they have the 20 card cap. You can only own 20 of a single player card. Double gold again. And so some people are thinking the best option is to just spread it out and have 20 of everyone. And so anytime somebody goes up, you're making stubs on them. But then you also run the risk of people who are going to play bad are going to lose you stubs. Well, we got a couple diamonds. Can we get anything out of this? There are still some fairly expensive boys here. He ain't one of them. I am literally just going to quick sell that card. Alright, like I said, 1 and 20 out of this one to get Polanco. I think he's going for about 45k now. 47. That's still a good chunk of change. And I wouldn't mind the Astros pitcher. I would like to give him a try. That's a base run. $3,110. These are guaranteed diamond packs, so that's why I'm not... Do we go backwards for good luck, maybe? Perfect. Base run. Damn. I thought to myself when this process started, it could be a giant waste of my time grinding out this event for this pack that's going to give me 387s. And I've seen multiple creators on YouTube already say the same thing. So that sucks, but I am not live on Twitch right now. It is the middle of the day, I'm not streaming, and a random follower, that's hilarious. I see that happen to creators all the time in videos that I watch. I have no following. I have 30 followers on Twitch and 25 on YouTube since we started the new page, so I'm a little surprised. We're getting dangerously close to some of these lower overall teams just getting completed. A second follower? What is happening? That's crazy. I'm not going to complain about it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take glass now, because like I said, drops are enabled. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so, slight fudge finger. I accidentally did go live when I meant to hit record to start this video. That's why the 2 followers happened, randomly. I did a little yapping about Josh Hader. I don't know that I'm going to keep him right now. I just got to get to Shohei, man. He's twice as expensive as the second most expensive card. And like I've been talking about, getting Manny to either be a DH or my left fielder, and then being basically Mason Miller and Ketel Marte away from getting Roy Campanella as my catcher. This is the other issue that I'm having right now. I have really enjoyed Harry Ford's swing. Will Smith has better quirks. I know he has a good swing. I haven't used this card online yet this year. You can see attribute-wise they're kind of close. Honestly, Harry Ford having better splits against righties than lefties gives him a little bit of an edge in my opinion. The clutch will be higher for Will Smith. Harry Ford is at P4. He's only at P1. The arm strength will be the same. The pop time is a huge difference, though. Harry Ford's pop time is way higher. And he's way faster. So you don't run into the issue late game where your catcher's so slow if you have to score a run from a guy being on second base or the extra innings rule, you don't have an egregiously slow catcher with 50-something speed that can't score on a single to the outfield, and then you end up losing by a run. So that being said, I think until further notice, I'm going Harry Ford. I used him in the event a good bit. What else did I use him in? Oh, I used him last night. I was at like 6-1 in my event run, the one that I said that I got to 9 wins and then had the BS loss in my 10 win. So I had him and the Live Series Ronald in a Battle Royale draft. I played a few games on Battle Royale to warm up, and holy shnikes. He hit the cover off of the ball against righties and lefties. It's only 3 for 7. I want to say maybe 2 of those at-bats were in the Moonshot event, and I didn't get a hit with him. That's honestly why Will Smith instantly slotted in at catcher. I'd been liking Harry Ford's swing when I was doing CPU grinding or mini seasons or something. And then in that BR draft, those swings, and granted, I understand BR, the pitchers aren't as good, but as much as I've enjoyed this card so far, I really think I'm going to give it a try. And contact mod, maybe power contact. Contact power. I would really like to get, and power's the only way you're going to, like full out power, to get his power left above 80 against the left-handed pitchers. I don't know. I may do power contact. Then his speed doesn't get to 70. I may just leave him at base, honestly, and do the old parallel system, because then his speed gets, 72 speed. 77 power against left's not bad. 95 clutch, 95 contact right. That's pretty good. And then hopefully having the platoon advantage, the below 80 power won't matter. But like I was yapping about my team before I realized that I didn't turn off the stream that I accidentally started. I stopped the recording. I've really enjoyed Rafaela's swing, and he's the best defensive center fielder in the game right now. You could make an argument for PCA. PCA is useless against a lefty. I'm not doing that, and I typically don't love his swing that much. So him being so bad statistically against lefties, you're having to like really try to cheat for something, like hunt a pitch, and if you don't get it, you're just out. Whereas Rafaela has reverse split contact and then really high power against lefties, and then 80 clutch is still not bad. It's not going to be great righty-righty, but it's good. And then the 90 speed, you'll get some infield singles that you wouldn't otherwise with somebody else. I didn't really enjoy Jackson Churio's swing when I used him to start the year. That's a small sample size, but I feel like maybe it was when I was doing some mini seasons as well. I just really wasn't jiving with his swing. I tell you whose swing I was jiving with in this event. Holy crap. There's a reason he's already P4. And I had like a 2 or 3 game stretch where I didn't hit real great with him, and he hit leadoff for me, so that's like 2 at-bats where he did nothing. But really enjoyed Mullen's swing. And I haven't been one of those people that have just loved his swing in the past. So, but I don't think he's good enough defensively to be like the true God Squad center fielder. I do have Max Clark on the bench. His power's just a little low for my liking, and his contact's not really high enough for me to like the difference, kind of like with Rafaela. I mean, you could always power mod him, which I think I may have done actually. I can, but then he doesn't have good contact left, really. He's another one of those that I guess I'm kind of leaning towards just doing the old parallel system to get +5s everywhere. It feels like more of an advantage getting his speed maxed out, his contact high, his power rank. Like, instead of picking 1 or 2 things to boost a little bit higher, you just get +5s across the board and call it good. But basically, he's a late game sub defensively that I'm hoping doesn't have to hit. And then he probably goes in for Ronald. And, I mean, either that or you slide Jesus Made to third, Rafaela goes to short, and Max Clark goes to center. And then you just kind of hope that you don't get hurt by Ronald's defense. I didn't mean to back all the way out. I do have Connor Griffin on the bench and Willie Castro. They can both play left field with good speed, and they actually have the secondary. If anybody hasn't seen this and they're screaming in the comments about how bad he's going to be in left field, he's not a good defender anyway. He's not a good defender anyway. I want his bat in the lineup, and I don't want him to play a below-average right field in his primary and then get the one-off bad animation for Tatis being out of position in left field that can hurt you. I'd rather Tatis just be an A-plus defender in his primary. And I think with this Ronald, the parallel that I'm going to go for is going to be maybe contact speed. 80-80, or maybe I was going to do speed contact. Yeah, that gets you 85-85. And then your clutch gets up to 88. 97 contact right is pretty good. So speed contact boost. That would be gross. And then he's got the 82 power against left. I can live with that. 97 against right is amazing. And then that also helps his reactions a good bit. 3 of them get above 60 with 85 speed. That's the other thing. Even if he doesn't get a great reaction, that gets his speed up to A-tier speed. And he can get a slow reaction and then run the ball down. I don't think getting to 90 is going to help that much. And then you don't get help with anything else. Like, why is the clutch the same? It's actually only +2 to the contact. Okay, noted. So maybe power is the best. Maybe speed power would be the best because that's not that big of a jump. The clutch stays the same. Okay, we're learning. You could go fielding, and then all of them get to 60s, but then you take the 5-point hit, putting him in the secondary, so then only 2 of them are still decent. But then your speed's 85 to make up for it, 90. I don't know. Anywho, I've rambled on. I need to get these 2 videos thrown together and make a thumbnail. So if something goes out today, appreciate everybody. I'm going to try to get a gameplay real quickly today, and then I'm going to try to work on it at work to post on Wednesday, which is going to be April Fool's Day. Don't forget that last year they gave us a bunch of common cards that if you got them on April Fool's Day, you got a Diamond Choice Pack from a previous program. So you could get, maybe, just throwing out examples here, you could get a St. Patty's Day pack that all you got to do is grind the program the day it comes out. And then the next day they upgraded to like low diamonds. They weren't great. They were like 87s, but they were binder fillers, or they help no money spent teams. So keep your eye out on April 1st, and then come back and look if you finish the program the next day, because you might get something that you weren't expecting to have. Thanks for coming out.